Good morning, dear students. This is an unit circle that I have drawn here. Today I am going to explain to you how these trigonometric functions values will change according to the angle. Suppose you see here this is an arc in positive direction. Suppose this revolving ray has revolved in positive direction. Positive direction means I mean to say in anticlockwise direction. When it comes up to a position, say from A to B in anticlockwise direction, we say it subtends an angle here at the center, that is a positive angle. Suppose this angle is theta. Now if the same revolving ray, if it revolves in clockwise direction by the same distance as it has traveled from A to B, same distance is traveled from A to C, suppose in clockwise direction, then angle subtended by this arc at the center, we will call it minus theta. Minus theta. No, this will be minus theta. Now dear students, as you see here, from this point B I drop a perpendicular here, and from this point C also I drop a perpendicular. Then they meet at the same point, say here at M, suppose. Okay, now you see this distance OM. OM actually what? OM by definition of trigonometric functions, OM is cos theta. No, this is positive. And BM is what? Sin theta. No, OM we can term it as X and this one as Y. Then here you see for this minus theta, just you see when you say OM is cos theta again, then CM is what? The coordinate of this point will be cos theta comma sin theta. Then coordinate of this point, when I have to say, we will say this way cos theta, and this one CM will be equal to, that is sine of minus theta, sine of this minus theta. And OM is for this angle, this cos of minus theta, but cos of minus theta is what? OM only. So cos of minus theta is again positive. OM is positive. So we can say that is cos theta. Cos of minus theta is cos theta. And sine of minus theta is what? Here you see CM is what? This is negative. No? This way it will be negative, which is opposite of BM. You can say it is equal to BM, but numerically it is equal to BM, but its direction is opposite. So since it is opposite of BM, we can say it is minus BM. That is, it will be equal to minus sin theta. Are you understanding, dear students? See, here we have found out that how these trigonometric functions change according to the angle. If it is a positive angle, then it will change this way. Once again, I am just showing you the derivation part of this. That is cos theta actually what? Cos theta, cos of this angle, cos of theta is equal to base on hypotenuse. Base is what? OM. Hypotenuse is OB. Okay, that is OB is 1. That's why OM by 1, because OB is radius and radius is 1 unit. This is unit circle. So that is OM. So OM is equal to cos theta. We got it. OM is cos theta. Now that is BM. Sin theta is a C, right? Sin theta is equal to what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. And perpendicular is what? BM. By hypotenuse OB. OB is again 1. So BM by 1. So therefore we can say BM is equal to sin theta. So this is BM. We got BM. Now dear students, if with respect to angle minus theta, that is minus theta, if we write the trigonometric functions once again with respect to minus theta, it will be like this, as you see. Cos of minus theta, that is base by hypotenuse, that is equal to base is OM again, and hypotenuse is OC, and OC is 1 only, so OM by 1. So ultimately again cos of minus theta is coming out as OM, and OM its value is what? OM its value is that is cos of theta. No, previously we got OM is equal to cos theta only. So at the end we got that cos of minus theta is nothing but again cos theta only. That is its sign is again positive. So cos of negative angle will be a positive of that cos, positive of cos of that angle. Okay, so again you see we can say cos of negative angle is equal to cos of positive angle with the same value, same numerical value. Again, just you see. Now if I write sine of minus theta, then perpendicular on hypotenuse. Perpendicular is CM. The hypotenuse is what? OC. And OC is equal to 1 only again. CM by 1. That is equal to, just you see, sine of minus theta is equal to CM. Now dear students, you know, if BM is considered as positive, because BM, above x-axis this is a positive value and below x-axis it is negative, so its unit is some negative unit, negative value, which some unit with a negative value. So that will be CM will be equal to sine of minus theta. But CM can be written as, this is opposite of BM. If BM is suppose 5 unit, then CM can be said as minus 5 unit. Means minus sign will tell us the direction. So CM is opposite of BM. You can say minus BM is equal to sine of minus theta. Okay. So dear students, you see BM is minus BM is equal to sine minus theta. That means minus BM stand for what? Sine theta. Previously we got BM is equal to sine theta. So minus sine theta equal to sine of minus theta. So dear students, what you learned here? Sine of minus theta will be equal to minus sine theta, and cos of minus theta will be equal to cos of plus theta. Please remember this. 2 points. Okay? We learned cos of minus theta is plus cos theta, sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Clear, dear students? What about tan ratio? Tan ratio will be like this. Tan of minus theta. Since tan is dependent on sine and cos, we can write it as sine of minus theta by cos of minus theta. Okay? So sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, and cos of minus theta is plus cos theta. So at the end we got minus tan theta. Remember this. So tan of minus theta will be minus tan theta. This is one result. And the remaining results you can write by yourself. Cosec theta, cosec minus theta will be minus cosec theta. Now cosec minus theta will be minus cosec theta because it is reciprocal of sin theta. Then sec minus theta will be minus sec theta. Then cot minus theta will be sec minus theta will be plus sec theta, not minus, and cot minus theta will be minus cot theta, since it is reciprocal of tan theta. Clear, dear students? This list please keep in mind. Now for different values of the angle, how the sign will change, let us see, and how the ratios will change, let us see that part. Look at this right triangle. So in this right triangle, suppose I consider this angle as theta, this is 90, and this angle will be 90 degree minus theta. As you know, this is suppose x, this is y, and this is z. Then if I write sin theta, then you will understand that is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So against sin this angle theta, this is perpendicular, so that will be y by z. In the same triangle, if I write sine of 90 minus theta, what shall I write? Sine of 90 minus theta is again perpendicular is x now, because with respect to this angle we have to see the perpendicular x, and hypotenuse is z. Now in the same right triangle, now when I write cos theta, then I write base on hypotenuse. For theta, base is x and hypotenuse is z. And now if I write cos of 90 minus theta. What do I get? Here again base by hypotenuse. So for 90 minus theta, base is y and hypotenuse is z. Dear students, look at these results. Sin theta, what you got? The same thing you got for cos also. See, cos of 90 minus theta gave you the same result. And what you got for sin 90 minus theta, it is also equal to cos. So dear students, our conclusion is this one, that so we conclude that sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. Sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta, and cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta. Now dear students, similar way if we proceed for tan 90 minus theta, what will it be? Tan 90 minus theta, it will be cot theta, because sin will become cos, cos will become sin. So that will be cot theta. The same way if we proceed for cosec 90 minus theta will give us sec theta. You know this, you got in class 10 also. These are called T ratios of complementary angles. So sec of 90 minus theta is equal to, that is cosec theta. Then cot of, same way, cot of 90 minus theta is equal to tan theta. So this list we know. Okay. Now dear students, this was 90 minus theta. If the angle is 90 plus theta, what will happen? Sin will become cos, or sin will remain as sin only. Let us see that one. So just now we have learned the T functions of complementary angles. Now dear students, think of a situation, T functions of, suppose, not complementary angles, but if it is 90 plus an acute angle, for that what it will be? How the trigonometric functions will change? Suppose I have drawn an arc here which subtends an angle here at the center, that is theta. This angle is theta. Okay, this angle is theta. Now suppose this revolving ray OA has moved from A to B, and it has this AB arc has subtended an angle theta. This is unit circle, remember, this is 1 unit length, this radius. Now after that, suppose this ray, as a this revolving ray has again gone by 90 degree this side. That means it has moved from here, from B, making a 90 degree angle here at the center. Suppose it has moved from here by 90 degree angle, again up to here, suppose. And when it has moved from here, this B to C, this point, that time it has extra added here 90 degree angle. Now this is the final position of the revolving ray, suppose C. That is, this is 90, this angle is 90. Then what is the complete what is the rotation of this ray to this final position from the first initial position, this first position? That will be theta plus 90. That is, this angle will be AOC. That will be angle AOC will be equal to theta plus 90, or you can say it as 90 plus theta. Now for this 90 plus theta angle, let us think of writing the T functions. Okay, let me drop one perpendicular from this point C to this that is x-axis, that is suppose CD, suppose. Okay, let me drop one perpendicular from B also to this x-axis. Okay, now dear students, look at these points. This is your angle theta. This angle will be 90 minus theta. As you know, this angle is 90 degree, therefore this plus this also is 90. Therefore angle OBA, this angle is going to be, angle OBA is equal to 90 minus theta. This is 90 minus theta. Okay, which angle I have said? This angle, that is angle OBA, that is 90 minus theta. Now dear students, this is 90 degree, no? And this angle plus 90, this angle is equal to again 180 degree. That means this angle will be how much? So from 180 subtract these two angles, what will it be? it will be 180 minus 90 minus theta, that will be, this angle will be 90 minus theta again. You understand now? Suppose I say this angle is x degree plus 90 plus theta, x degree plus 90 plus theta is equal to 180. No? Therefore, x will be what? 180 minus 90 is 90 minus this theta, so minus theta. So this angle also is 90 minus theta, this angle. This angle is 90 degree minus theta. Then this angle will be, since this plus this is 90 degree, so this angle must be theta. Okay, now? Dear students, now you see these two triangles will be congruent this way. This is this angle equal to here, this angle equal to here, this angle, and this hypotenuse equal to this hypotenuse. No, radii of the same circle. Therefore, triangle ODC and triangle triangle, you can say like this, ODC and triangle BAO, they are congruent triangles. Here this angle equal to this angle. Therefore, OD is equal to BA. So our conclusion will be OD equal to BA. Remember this point. OD is not going to be equal to OA. OD means value wise numerically their values are equal. OD is equal to BA. And CD is equal to this OA. CD is equal to OA. Okay? CD is equal to OA. I did not write all the things what I said, but you keep in mind. Okay? Now, dear students, let us write the t functions with respect to this 90 plus theta. Means theta for this whole thing, for this whole angle. Okay, now? So now let us write sine of 90 plus theta. When I say sine of 90 plus theta, what you will understand? Sine of 90 plus theta is equal to perpendicular on hypotenuse. For this angle, perpendicular, no? Perpendicular is this one, CD, and hypotenuse is OC. So, dear students, so CD by OA, CD by OC. As you know, OC is 1, so CD only, this is CD. And as you have realized here, CD is equal to OA, numerically equal to OA, equal to OA. And OA is a positive number, addition, no? It has got a positive value, and it is actually what? Cos of the angle theta. This is base. Base is denoted by cos of angle theta. That means here the coordinate is cos theta, as you know, no? Cos theta comma sin theta. And this cos theta represents what? OA. So ultimately this OA can also be replaced by cos theta. So what is our conclusion now, dear students? I started with what? Sin 90 plus theta. Now I am ending with what? Cos theta. Remember this point. Cos theta is equal to sin 90 plus theta. This is one what called result. Same way, suppose I write sin cos 90 plus theta. What will happen? Cos 90 plus theta is equal to, cos 90 plus theta will be equal to base on hypotenuse. For this 90 plus theta, base you take OD, and hypotenuse is what? OC again, OC. Now, dear students, OC is 1 and OD, you know, it is just equal to numerically OD is equal to BA. But dear students, you know, BA, though it is equal to OD is in the negative side of this x-axis. That is, its length, whatever it will bear a minus sign because it has got a direction, negative side. BA is positive. So that means OD cannot be replaced directly by BA because OD's length in the negative side of x-axis and BA's length is positive in the positive side of y-axis. So we can say like this, OD is equal to, we can replace it by 1 minus BA. Then only it will be equal. That means if it is suppose 3 unit this way, this is minus 3 unit, think like that. So this is 3 unit, then this is OD will be minus 3 unit. That is what you have to say, that OD is minus of BA, negative of BA. So but there numerically there means equal, means magnitude wise they are equal. Its magnitude is 3, its magnitude is suppose 3, but it is positive, it is negative. So OD will take like this, OD is equal to negative of BA. OC is 1, so and we got that is minus AB, minus BA. But BA is what actually? This is sine theta. Don't forget, this is sine theta. So it will be sine theta. So what is our conclusion then? So we started with what? Cos 90 plus theta. And we ended with minus sine theta. These two results are very, very important. And if you have learned these two results, then many things you can derive from using these two results. That sine of 90 plus theta is equal to cos theta, and cos of 90 plus theta is minus sine theta. So it is unlike sine of 90 minus theta. Sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta, and cos of 90 minus theta is sine theta. No? But here cos of 90 plus theta is minus sine theta. And there it was cos of, in complementary angles, as you look at the complementary angles results, cos of 90 minus theta is sine theta, sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. Here is no minus sign. But in case of if it is plus, here will be a minus sign for cos of 90 plus theta. That is the difference here, no? So dear students, now we can extend this our concept, and for other trigonometric functions also we can write this same way. Means tan of 90 plus theta, you can make out tan of 90 plus theta will be sine of 90 plus theta by cos of 90 plus theta. That way the remaining ratios, that will be your homework. Okay, that will be your homework. Writing the t functions for other t functions for 90 plus theta. Okay, dear students. So here one more point I would like to tell you, that this concept can also be used for writing t functions of angles more than 180 or less than 180. Okay, let me tell you how it is, how can be written, how can we use this concept. Again, this concept and this one previously learned for. Okay, dear students, see. So dear students, we have learned just now we have learned it. We have learned what are the points. One thing is, that is t functions of 90 minus theta. Secondly, we learned t functions of 90 plus theta. Now I am going to teach you t functions of 180 minus theta, means pi minus theta. Yeah? Now third point that you will be learning now, that is t functions of 180 minus theta. For this, let us see. So dear students, think like this. This is suppose center of the unit circle, and it is a semicircle only. This angle is pi radian or 180 degree. Suppose this arc from A to B, it has subtended here 180 degree. But I want to tell you that suppose after going up to here, suppose we have come back from B to towards A side by an angle that will be negative angle by minus theta. Suppose what I am saying, just by means of diagram I am showing you. So what I was telling you, that this arc has subtended here 180 degree. Suppose after reaching 180 degree, the arc is the compass is rotated back again by an angle of theta. Means the ray has this ray OA has come to OB's position. After that, again it has turned back to OC's position, suppose, by forming an angle here theta. So that means this angle will be now how much it will be? 180 minus theta, because this is negative theta, because it has gone from this side to that side. Okay, dear students, you understand now? Now for this 180 minus theta, this is now 180 degree minus theta, because this whole angle is 180, this is minus theta, so this will be now 180 minus theta, this angle will be. So for this 180 minus theta, what will be the t functions values? That can be found out by applying the previous concepts. How? Just I am showing you. See, dear students, suppose you are going to write sine of, geometry is not required. If you want to use geometry, then also is okay, you can use, but just mathematically can be formed this way. 180 minus theta, first you express this 180 minus theta in terms of 90. How? it can be written like this: 180 minus theta. Suppose I write it as 90 plus 90 minus a, 90 minus theta. It is okay? 90 plus 90 minus theta. Suppose I consider this 90 minus theta as a. Okay, a suppose. Then suppose this whole thing I have expressed as 90 plus a. So I can think this 180 minus theta as 90 plus a. Okay, dear students. So this I can write as sine of 90 plus a. Now here you apply this concept just now what you have learned, that 90 plus theta, sine of 90 plus theta is equal to what? Cos theta. So sine of 90 plus theta is equal to cos of angle A. Okay, because we have learned recently that sine of 90 plus theta gives us what? Cos theta. No? So that way, this is cos A. But A stands for what? Originally A stands for 90 minus theta. So we will replace this A now by 90 minus theta. Cos of 90 minus theta. Now you go for t functions of complementary angles. So cos of 90 minus theta is what? Sin theta. So what you got? Ultimately sine of 180 minus theta is equal to sin theta only. Dear students, understood, no? Sine of 180 minus theta is sin theta only. Similarly, cos of 180 minus theta, suppose you want to write cos of 180 minus theta. Cos of 180 minus theta. It will be equal to, same way, cos of 90 plus a, right? A will represent 90 minus theta. So then cos of 90 plus a is what? Minus sine a. But a stands for what? 90 minus theta. So minus sine 90 minus theta. So now minus sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. So what you got? Cos of 180 minus theta, you got this way. Dear students, learn these conversions. It will be a great help later on. So minus cos theta. Cos of 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. So what will be your homework? Tan, no? Cot, cosec for 180 minus theta, and also sec. You find out using this. Suppose you are given 180 plus theta, then also you can proceed this way for 180 plus theta also. Suppose you are given, you are asked to write the t functions of 180 plus theta, then how we can write? See, similar process. Sine of, suppose 180 plus theta I am going to write. I can express this as 90 plus 90 plus theta. So sine of 90 plus a, where a will represent a is equal to 90 plus theta. Okay, dear students. So now what I am getting? Sine of 90 plus a is what? Cos a. Cos a. Now cos of a stands for what? 90 plus theta. Then cos of 90 plus theta is what? Minus sin theta. So what you got? Sin 180 plus theta is minus sin theta only. Similar way, cos of 180 plus theta. Dear students, what will it be? What will it be? This is a question for you. Okay, this is your work. I am giving you the idea, you just find out by yourself. Cos of 180 plus theta. Geometrically also you can say like this. Suppose when the arc is extended up to third quadrant, then if it is 180 plus theta, suppose this is angle 180 is this one, plus theta some more angle, so then the position of the ray will be this one, and at that time what is the sine of 180 plus theta? That will come out as minus sin theta. This will be sine value, but it will be minus sin, because negative side is, see, negative y axis, parallel to negative y axis. So here will be minus sin theta, and what will be cos? Cos also will be negative, just you guess. Here will be minus sin. Okay, minus cos theta. Just I gave you the clue. So at this point the coordinate will be like this: minus cos theta and minus sin theta. Okay, this point's coordinate. Remember this. These concepts are required, dear students. So for 180 plus theta, 180 can also be represented by pi. So dear students, I gave you some clue, and you just whatever I told you, write down those, okay, and you show me. Thank you and have a nice day.